The number one thing that will devalue your business if you're looking to sell is an owner who is too deeply involved in the day-to-day running of the business. The phrase I use is that if all you've done is build a job for yourself over 30 years, you haven't built anything of value to sell. Like that's the idea here. And so as a business owner, when you are trying to evaluate, well, how deeply involved am I with my business, and does it actually affect the sale price? Here's five simple questions that you can ask. These are just tests that I ask my clients when we're starting with work. Okay, so let's take a look here. For those that don't know, my name is Ryan Howe. I'm a business coach and exit planner. It works out of West Michigan and around the country. And these are things that I just when I'm evaluating whether I can work with someone, these are the questions that I ask. It helps me understand really kind of where they're at. So the first test is very straightforward. It's the vacation test. And you just need to ask yourself the following: if I left for 3 month vacation with no contact, would the business survive and run smoothly? Now, that into itself has got some of y'all freaked out a little bit. I know that because when I ask, hey, if you were to leave for 3 weeks, would your business survive and be able to run smoothly? And I mean, it's well over half of the business owners like, what, 3 weeks? A vacation? And then it's your like, I haven't had a vacation in 2 decades. So that's what I'm talking about here. Your ability to remove yourself from the business, will things continue to function? And 3 months is a great test because by that point, you've run through a couple cycles as far as for your sales piece there, and it should be figured out. All right, the next test is another one where you'll see business owners who are just need to be involved in everything, need to know every single thing that's going on, which is the following: you need to check and see if you are either CC'd or BCC'd. By the way, if the blind courtesy copy, bleh, I don't know why I can't talk today. The blind courtesy copy is something I tell businesses to never do. It's just so bad. Bad habit to have in your business. But anyways, if you are either CC'd or BCC'd in every critical email, you're holding on way too much control. I can just tell you that right now. There should be stuff going on that you're not even aware of. It gets done, handled, and the check just shows up in the account. Okay. Like that is what you ultimately want to get to, where it's just the business is generating revenue. If you need to know every single thing that's going on, that's not good. It's not healthy. And it's frankly, you're too involved in the business. All right. The third test here is the client relationship test. So we're going to list your top clients. Let's say your top 10, right? Do they primarily deal with you as the owner, or have you introduced them to other team members to handle them? Like, do you have and you're, do you want them working through, your sales team, right? And then they have client specialists that are there working with them to manage them. Or is it you as the owner are the only reason that there's a relationship exists? If that's the case, again, let's say I'm coming in to buy your business and I find out that you are the contact for the top 10 business, clients. I'm going to run away from buying your business as fast as I can. Like I'm just going to be gone. Because if you're gone, what do we actually have in place here that has proven to retain those top clients? Right? So that's scary. We don't like that. We don't like that at all. Process documentation test. This is a great one here. So I want you to write down your business's core processes, whatever they happen to be: sales, operations, customer service, etc. Are they documented clearly enough for a new owner to follow? Or are they, well, that's just how we do this here and you'll figure it out as we go along? Or it depends is one of my favorite ones. It depends. And when I hear that as as an exit planner and business coach, and I hear, well, it depends, every one of my red flags starts, the warning, woo, wee, alarms start going off. Because what that means is if I'm coming in to buy your business, I'm not really buying anything. I'm not buying a process that generates revenue. I'm buying, frankly, nothing there. And that's a big component of this here, where when a buyer is looking at a business, they're looking at a series of processes that turn basically leads into profit. Like that's what you're purchasing. You're buying a machine that generates revenue. And if the machine does not have a set number of processes inside of it, what am I buying then as a buyer? It's not good, right? And then the fifth test, this is hands down the most important one for the work that I do as a business coach and exit planner, because if we have this in place, we can start working on everything else. But if this isn't in place, we have a lot of work to do, which is the management team test. Evaluate your management team. Can they run the business without you, or are you the sole strategic and operational leader? And think about that. One, do you have a management team? Are they figured? Do you have them identified? And can they make decisions and operate in the way that you would expect the business to run and the customers would expect things to run, and your vendors, without you present or being involved? Are they able to have strategic thoughts? Are they able to operate effectively in line with what customers would expect? And if the answer is it depends, you need to call me. Like, I can tell you that right now. I'm the guy you need to call to start those conversations about how do we get a management team in place and get them developed to run the business in the way that your customers expect without you there. And that's one of the biggest things that, when it comes to working with a business coach, you just need to understand it's there. And if, by the way, and here's the answers to the test, right? As you're going through these tests and you're checking these off, like, crap. No. Every time that you come up short on one of these, you need to reach out to a business coach. You need to reach out to an exit planner. You need to reach out to the people who are professionals on this that can help you get this set up as quickly as possible, so you have effective mechanisms and processes and structure in place that will allow you to sell your business. You've worked way too hard to build this business without actually building something you can sell. Okay. Now, if you'd like to learn more about how I help businesses grow and how I help business owners cultivate and grow businesses that have value, that do sell, feel free to reach out to me at summitbusinessguides.com. Send me a message on this platform. All right. Take care. I'll see you next time.